You already know who it is. It's Minister Yadani Yada, and you know the saying, NDBA, no dusty bums allowed. Now let's get to the question. I'm 28, married with 2 kids, and I've been unemployed for 24 months. I was in the military, but since then I can't find stable work. My wife, who used to be loving, has become really aggressive and argumentative over the last 6 months. She's always saying she's tired, but I'm tired too. I need her support. She's the only one working and paying all the bills. But I feel like I'm falling apart. I can't find peace at home anymore. Should I try to fix this, or is it time to divorce? Let me read this again. I'm 28, married with 2 kids, and I've been unemployed for 24 months. I was in the military, but since then, I cannot find stable work. My wife, who used to be loving, has become really aggressive and argumentative over the last 6 months. She's always saying she's tired, but I'm tired too. I need her support. She's the only one working and paying all the bills, but I feel like I'm falling apart. I cannot find peace at home anymore. Should I try to fix this, or is it time to divorce? Brother, why would you even think about leaving a woman that's been holding you and your children down for 2 years? How dare you? How dare you? And then you have the audacity to ask, should you get a divorce? Listen. She's argumentative. You said she was a good, loving woman. She's argumentative because she's mentally falling apart. A woman was not designed to carry the weight of a man. That's not your mother. If you want a woman to take care of you and you can pay all your bills, go lay in bed with your mother. Go back home and lay in bed with your mother. Because a woman is unable to be feminine in the presence of a feminine man. She cannot be submissive. She cannot be soft. She cannot be loving when she's holding the weight of a man. What type of thoughts are you thinking? The last 6 months? So you're telling me she's held you down for over a year with no complaints. And now she's complaining. And now she's voicing her frustration. Now she's allowing you to know that everything you do irritates her. She's wrong. And you run. Typical narcissist. Everything's her fault. She's been holding you down, loving you, taking care of the children, cooking, cleaning, paying the bills. Now you want to run because everything you do is starting to irritate her. You're irritating her. She's mentally falling apart. She's in a state of deep depression. She's going through it emotionally. What you need to do is get out the house and find you a job. Because if you truly loved her, you would search to understand her. If you truly loved her, you would learn emotional intelligence. Study that woman. Why is she upset? You know why she's upset. You know why she's upset. You haven't worked in 24 months. What do you men be thinking about? These women aren't your mothers. Your job is to protect and provide. It's not her job. Her job is to nurture. And clearly, when you fell on hard times, she stepped in for over a year and a half with no complaint. Yet, you're still in a sunken space. You're tired too? The real question is, how bad did your father break your mother? The real question is, have you seen your mother working harder than a man? Something in your childhood is off for you to believe that the woman that brought forth life for you twice and giving birth It's the closest thing to death. And she's been taking care of you for 2 years, not complaining for over a year and a half. Yet you want to say you're tired. Tired of what? Drinking, smoking cigarettes, staying in the house, playing video games, babysitting your own children while she's working. You men are disgusting. You're not a man. Men don't think like that. Men come up with solutions. There's a problem. The problem is a woman that truly loves you, that has sacrificed herself physically to work for the family, emotionally and mentally. You don't know what she's going through at work. Clearly, you're so detached from her emotionally, you can't even see she's having a mental breakdown. Good women don't complain for no reason. And I bet you she said, baby, have you found a job today? Baby, did you go out and look for a job today? And your response is, I just can't find nothing, baby. Since I've been out the military, man, baby, it's hard on me. Baby, it's hard on a man, baby. But she's working. She's working, brother. She's loving on your children. She's loving on you. And clearly you're in a sunken space, so you can't even give that love back, that understanding back, that affection back. So you're robbing her of her glory. You're robbing her of her internal peace. You're robbing her of being able to submit willingly to you. Now her submission feels like it's being forced. Because a woman was naturally designed to submit to the will of God. And when a man's a provider, when a man's a leader, a teacher, and a guide, he's moving with the attributes of God. Now that woman can naturally submit and be soft and take care of you. But brother, she's drained, man. She's probably crying herself to sleep. And her being frustrated with you and arguing with you is because she loves you, but she's fed up. Good women don't complain for no reason. Good women don't become argumentative for no reason. She's pleading with you, but it's coming out in frustration and anger. Now it's starting to grow into hatred. This woman that used to love you is starting to hate you because you can't see what she's going through. She's tired, man. She's exhausted. She loves you, but she's exhausted. She's working, paying all the bills. You're in a sunken space, so I know she's coming home to tend to your emotions. After working long hours to make sure there's food on the table, this woman has become the man and you have become the woman. A woman cannot be feminine in the presence of a feminine man. Masculine men are providers on each and every level. And men, real men, don't make excuses. How dare you? How dare you think it's okay to even ask a question like that? Man, let's read this question one more time. We have to go over this question one more time. We have to see the devilish thoughts, the selfish thoughts, the narcissist thoughts in your question. I'm 28, married with 2 kids. And I've been unemployed for 24 months. Right there, red flag, red flag. I was in the military, but since then, I can't find stable work. My wife, who used to be loving, has become really aggressive and argumentative over the last 6 months. Not the 24 months where she's complaining about not being able to step out there and take up your slack. A woman that used to be loving started complaining the last 6 months because she's exhausted, man. She's exhausted. When's the last time you said, baby, thank you for what you're doing? Thank you, baby. When's the last time you said, baby, I'm going to figure this out? And she's seen you really figuring it out. Or do you always come up with excuses? Children are allowed to come up with excuses, not men. Children are allowed to question certain things because they lack the divine understanding, not men. You're manipulating that woman. For you to even ask, should you divorce a woman that has been going hard for her family for 24 months and right now is mentally and physically and emotionally falling apart, and now you want to abandon this woman when she picked up your weight and ran with it? Ran with it for over a year and a half. Ran with it. No complaints. You said the last 6 months. See, you're what I consider a dusty bum. That have a beautiful, amazing, loyal wife and then break her. And then abandon her. Because you're mentally going up. Men don't have the privilege. Real men are not allowed the privilege of mentally falling apart when he has a family. When he has a family depending upon him. You fall, you get back up. That's what a man is. That's what a husband is. While we're walking, we're mending our wounds. While we're walking and working, we're medicating our mind. See, that's the responsibility of a man. Is it fair? No. But it comes with the job description. You want to have a wife? You want to have children? That means you have to provide, regardless of what's going on mentally, regardless of what's going on emotionally. Because you're the head. You're the leader. You're the guide. You're the protector. You're the roof. You're the covering. But you've left your woman uncovered. You've left your woman emotionally and mentally and spiritually naked. You've abandoned God. You've abandoned God. It's no way a man is okay with saying, should I divorce my wife because she's now becoming argumentative, frustrated, because she's been paying all the bills for me for 24 months. You abandoned God, brother. That's the mind of the devil. That's the mind of the devil. You got to get back in tune. You got to find yourself all over again. Because the worst thing you can do is lose a loyal woman. The worst thing you can do is lose a loyal woman that showed you she had your best interest at heart. She picked up the slack when you didn't know how to do nothing. You didn't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. I don't know where to go. Man, my money ain't adding up. I got you, baby. I still love you, baby. She's not speaking down to you. This is what's going on. You're not used to her behaving this way. Your good woman is turning sour because of the way you are moving. Now it's a shock to your ego. You're not allowed. You can't afford to have pride and ego. You're not allowed to have it. You can't afford to have it. How dare you? This woman has literally transformed into a man in your relationship and has picked up all the slack of the family and have not complained over a year and a half. No complaints, still loving you, still speaking life into you, still taking care of the children, putting food on the table, being a wife, being a mother, going back to work, coming right back and looking at a man that's in a sucking place. Listen. How dare you? How dare you change up on a woman that shows you she's completely loyal? How dare you? How can she dwell in her feminine energy if you're not dwelling in your masculine? She has to become masculine to provide. She has to become masculine to deal with the headaches of the world. She has to become masculine to numb her emotions like she's about to go to war. You have put your woman in the battlefield. You got out the military and put your woman in the military, brother. Not literally, but it's a battlefield out in that world. You don't know what her boss is saying to her, treating her. You don't know how her co-workers are treating her. But she came home every day for over a year and a half and still loved you, still spoke life into you, still treated you like a king when you were truly a peasant. You're a peasant. You are a dusty, dirty bum. But you know what's sad? You know what's really sad? Your children are watching this. This is a form of abuse. This is a form of mental, emotional, and spiritual abuse. That woman was not created to be your slave. That woman was not created to be your servant. She was created to be a helpmate, not meaning to do your job. That's not what a helpmate is. A helpmate helps. Doing your job is doing your job. This woman is now doing your job. And this is why she's frustrated. This is why she's upset. Believing in you. Now she's becoming upset with herself. Why? I love him, but I just can't do it no more. I love him. I just don't know what to do. I love him. I just don't know where to turn. I'm having a mental breakdown. He doesn't see it. I'm working. I'm coming home. I'm cooking. I'm taking care of the children. I'm cleaning up. I'm still being a wife. Still having sex with him. I'm still being his counselor, but I'm going through it. She's going through it. She's going through it. Again, the question is, has a man broke your mother so bad that you believe it's okay to break your wife? Yeah, she's been taking care of me for 24 months, and you know, the last 6 months she's become argumentative. She used to be a good woman. Listen to the child in you. Listen to that little boy in you. Listen to the coward in you. God has blessed you with a good woman and you have the audacity to ask, should you divorce her? Brother, she should divorce you. And get with a man that loves her from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head, because only a good woman, when she sees her man wounded and down, picks up the slack of the man and doesn't complain for a year and a half while still maintaining the household, maintaining the man, maintaining the children, and trying to maintain herself mentally. How dare you? How dare you? Ask a question that's so selfish. Should I divorce her? You divorced her a long time ago, mentally and emotionally. You detached from that woman. She's become argumentative. She's crying. She's hurt. She's wounded. Yet you don't see her. She's holding up all your baggage by herself, paying all the bills by herself, taking care of the children by herself, putting food on the table by herself, and you have the audacity to question her loyalty and her love for you? Come on now, man. You're disgusting. Where do men like you come from? There's good men praying to have good, loyal women in their lives, and you dusty, despicable bums get these loyal women. You fall on bad. You fall bad. 24 months, no work. Can't afford to pay no bills. And your woman says, I got you. Not just I got you. She goes out there and has you and the children and all your responsibilities, car note, house note, children, clothes, light bill, gas bill, food bill. And if you're in this sunken space, if you're this sunken, I know there's some type of drug or some type of alcohol that she's funding for you too. Because depression brings these type of things with it. What you need to do is go to your woman and say, baby, forgive me for being so ignorant. Forgive me for being so blindsided by my own downfall that I forgot to see you for who you truly are. And that's a loyal, loving, true, amazing, magnificent wife. You got a loyal woman. This woman is broken. She's tired. She's picked up your slack for 1.5 years with no complaint. She's been paying all the bills. Taking care of her 2 children, plus you have become one of her children. She can't even lean on you for emotional support, mental support. She gets no support from you. For you to even ask a question about divorcing a woman because she become argumentative. When she's been taking care of you for 24 months, the last 6 months, she's upset, she's angry, she's mentally falling apart. She's crying her heart out to you, but you don't see her. She needs you, man. She needs you to be the man that you said you were when she was having your children. She needs you to be the man that you said you were when you first got with her. You betrayed that woman. You manipulated that woman. You lied to that woman. How dare you? Man, I gotta drink some water, family. I gotta drink some water. It's so much dust. It was so much dust in that question. The greatest thing you can give a loyal woman is understanding. The greatest thing you can give a loyal woman is mental and emotional support. If a woman is willing to pick up your slack when you are down, you should be trying every single day to get back up so you can give that woman the world, because she told you, I'm willing to walk through hell with you. Even when you're at your lowest, I still see you as king and I got you. That's the type of woman you give the world to. That's the woman you give complete loyalty to, and not just loyal, oh, I'm not going to cheat on you. If you're unable to understand that woman emotionally and mentally and see what she's going through when she's having mental breakdowns, anxiety and stress, if you can't see that, you've already cheated that woman. You cheated her out of a great man, great support, a great friend, a great lover. Cheating isn't just being with another person. If your woman is willing to pick up your slack and hold you down and still treat you like the king you are, but you don't want to be there for her emotionally and mentally, you have cheated. You have cheated. So what must we do? What must we do? This is what we have to talk about right now. What must we do? You get out of whatever hole you put yourself in. You fall on your knees and tell God, you empower me. I need your power. I need your divine wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I need your patience. Remove my ego. Remove my pride. Go to your woman, baby. I'm sorry. Go to her on your knees, baby. I'm sorry. I know you deserve better than this, but rather than you getting another man, allow me to become the man that you need, and you stand on your words. Because a good woman deserves loyalty. A good woman deserves understanding. And if this woman has been providing for you for 24 months, and only started complaining the last 6. She's loyal. She loves you, but she's tired. She's mentally and emotionally drained. She's physically tired. Because if you've been stuck in a hole for 24 months, allows me to know this woman has been going to work, paying the bills, putting food on the table, still being a counselor to you, even though you don't deserve it. And also loving her babies and keeping the house clean, because a depressed man that don't believe he can do nothing can't do nothing. That's your queen, not your doormat. That's your queen. That's not your mother, your homeboy, your servant, your slave. That's your woman, the one that's brought life into the world for you. Man, family, I love you guys, man. I truly love you guys. But ladies, if you're allowing men to come into your life and disrespect you when you're holding these men up, ask yourself what's wrong with you. Ladies, listen to me. Some of you might say, Yada, he wasn't always like this, Yada. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You just never seen him down. Pressure bust pipes. When a man is going through hardship, it reveals the man for real. It's not when everything is good and everything is going his way. It's when things are completely against him. It's when he reveals himself. And when you see this man and he shows you who he is, you believe him and you treat him as the way he acts. You don't treat no peasant like a king. You don't honor no man that disrespects you. You don't take care of a man that can see you bleeding and crying and mentally going through it with honor and respect. You leave that man where he stands. Because you showed loyalty, you showed love, you showed knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of what he was going through, and you didn't treat him less than a man. But now you're mentally falling apart, mentally suffering, emotionally suffering, yet he still don't understand you. His words ain't adding up. Never allow the emotion of love to make you stay in a place where you're falling apart and literally losing your mind. I love you guys so much. Mental health and physical health are vital to our survival on this planet. And when a woman becomes overly stressed, her immune system shuts down. And that's why women are suffering in high numbers of autoimmune diseases, lupus, grave disease. Women. Understand your worth. Understand your value. Understand who you truly are, and don't let no one ever play with you. I don't just want you guys to focus on your mental and emotional health. I want you guys to focus on your physical health. If you guys haven't already, I want to make sure you get a bottle of Apple of Eve because it feeds every cell in your body. Take your life back. Take your life back and allow no man to play with you. Never. And when they show you one time who they are, you treat them as such. Because if they want to be king, they got to act like it. If they want to be king, they got to act like it. Because if you treat a peasant, a joker, a jester as a king, you will be the one getting laughed at. I love you, family. Keep your questions coming. Be back soon. Remember, fellas, a woman cannot be feminine in the presence of a feminine man. Get masculine. And what does that mean? It's not yelling and screaming and demanding. It's understanding. It's loving. And it's surrendering the ego and pride to elevate the man so it can elevate everything around the man. All praises due to the Most High. Peace.